coming up tonight.
We have an update on the USC campus housing shortage.
And hear about the Gamecock men's basketball team's win on the road.
Later, what you need to know about Springfest.
All that and more tonight on Student News at 7.
Live from the Kennedy Greenhouse Studio.
This is Student News at 7.
Happy Leap Day, Carolina. I'm Bridget Bruchalski.
And I'm Erin Smith. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Many USC upperclassmen are left without housing for next year due to increasing student population and first-year student priority. As we covered previously, upperclassmen wanting to live on campus next year must submit their application to a lottery system not guaranteeing housing. On Tuesday, an email from USC Housing was sent to every student that did not secure a spot for next year. This email encouraged students to look into off-campus options or to study abroad. However, both of these alternatives can be significantly more expensive.
The student resident hall Maxey College will be home to a new living learning community this fall. Maxey will be an LLC for incoming and returning first-generation students. The LLC hopes to be a resource for the first-generation student population that makes up 21% of the student body. Some of the resources Maxey will house are University 101 courses, advising services, and a student success center. Starting next semester, Maxey plans to house 100 new students and 50 returning. Currently, Maxey College holds the Global Fellows LLC for international students and students interested in world cultures. This LLC will be relocating to South Quad this summer. So I actually lived in Maxey my freshman year, and I think it was a great place to live. And I also think that this living learning community will be really beneficial to the 21% that makes up our population.
Yeah, I had no clue you actually lived in Maxey. What was your favorite thing about living there?
I loved living on the Horseshoe. It was so close to everything, and it was really nice to see all the events that happen on the Horseshoe.
Yeah, that must have been really cool.
It was.
February marks Body Appreciation Month. Healthy Carolina Initiatives had a unique way of commemorating the end of the month. SGTV reporter Grace Berkery has the story.
Statistics reveal that a significant amount of college students, nearly 75%, struggle with body image issues. Jeannie Marks hopes she can bring awareness to that statistic.
It's personally a passion of mine because I'm in eating disorder recovery, and I think it's really important for college students to speak about this topic.
Instead of just telling students about body positivity, Healthy Carolina Initiatives decided to do something a little different to commemorate the end of Body Appreciation Month.
3, 2, 1, yeah!
They decided to literally shatter stigmas about body image by destroying scales, one by one. Students started at the beginning of the line to fill out a waiver and to write down positive affirmations. Participants then had the choice to either personalize their scale or get straight to smashing.
So now that we know how it works, I think it's time to smash the scale.
3, 2, 1.
As time went on, more and more students stepped forward to take a swing, saying it was a much-needed adrenaline release.
I've been struggling with body positivity for a really long time, and doing something like this was honestly really good to just kind of get it all out. It was very liberating, and to just get it out of the way and just let it go.
Additionally, guest speakers took to the Russell House patio stage to share their own personal accounts of family members dealing with eating disorders.
Always remember you are not alone, and there are people ready to help you on your journey towards recovery.
They explained that the transition to college can be a particularly stressful time, especially for those who have previously dealt with disordered eating. However, despite all of these pressures, the speakers encouraged students to ask for help when they need it and utilize the many resources on campus. For SGTV, I'm Grace Berkery.
Thanks, Grace. What a cool way to support body positivity, and honestly, that would get my anger out, smashing a scale like that.
Yeah, I think it's also just such an important message for college students. I really feel like a lot of the student body could probably really relate to it.
Yeah, for sure. Spread the love. Spring break is right around the corner, and if you are headed out through the Columbia Airport, take a look around for some new changes. 4 new restaurants opened in CAE for travelers to stop by and fuel up before their flights. The expansion included a Dunkin' Donuts, Jimmy John's, Samuel Adams Brewhouse, and a new concept called the Friendly Caterer located in the main lobby. With some national brands landing in CAE, this is only the start to a multi-year plan to improve the airport as sales and businesses continue to grow. Coming up after the break, SGTV sports reporters Sarah Muñoz and Violet Raftery will give us the latest in sports. You don't want to miss it.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm Sarah Muñoz.
And I'm Violet Raftery, here to give you the latest in sports.
Last night, the 18th ranked Gamecock men's basketball team defeated Texas A&M 70-68. This road win marks their 23rd of the season. The Gamecocks led 32-29 at the half, and the game remained tight until the end. However, junior Meechie Johnson earned 12 points for the Gamecocks in the second half, helping them remain on top. Meechie Johnson, Zachary Davis, and Talon Cooper were the top scorers for the team. Johnson led the group, earning 22 points, and Davis followed with a career-high 16 points. Cooper earned 11 points and the most assists during the game, finishing with 9. Freshman forward Colin Murray Boyles finished with 12 rebounds. The Gamecocks take on the Florida Gators at Colonial Life Arena this Saturday at noon.
And Gamecock softball recorded win number 14 in a weather-shortened game yesterday. I was at the Carolina Softball Stadium for the shutout victory.
I'm here at Beckham Field where the South Carolina Gamecocks are hosting the College of Charleston Cougars for a windy evening of softball. Let's see how the game went.
The Gamecocks and Cougars faced off on the field this afternoon in what was originally a beautiful but windy day. Regan Bennett set the tone for the Gamecocks, striking out back-to-back batters to open the first. Bennett then gave up a pair of singles, but quickly recovered by forcing a ground out to keep the Cougars scoreless. In the bottom of the second, South Carolina took the lead. 2 walks and a single loaded the bases, bringing Carly Shelton to the plate and walking in a run. In the next at-bat, Brooke Blankenship hit a sac fly to right field, giving the Gamecocks a 2-0 lead. Both offenses stayed off the board until South Carolina scored another pair of runs in the bottom of the 5th. A single, fielding error, and hit by pitch put Anaya Black in position to drive in a Riley Blampede run, but the Cougars managed to catch Kiana Jones at the plate. Pitcher Regan Bennett batted in the order as well, reaching on a fielder's choice and scoring Jen Cummings to make the score 4-0. Bennett and Sage Marjetko, both freshmen, combined for 9 strikeouts and only gave up 1 walk apiece across 5 1/3 innings pitched. The game was delayed by inclement weather in the top of the 6th and later called complete with a final score of 4-0.
For SGTV, I'm Violet Raftery.
Next up, the team plays Kennesaw State in Orlando at 12:30 p.m. tomorrow.
Gamecock women's basketball players Tahina Paopao and Camila Cardoso earned spots on the Ann Myers Drysdale USBWA National Player of the Year watch list, the U.S. Basketball Writers Association announced Tuesday. Center Cardoso is the team's top scorer and rebounder, averaging 14.1 points, 10.1 rebounds, and 2.9 blocks per game. Cardoso is ranked 29th in the nation in rebounds and 18th in field goals with a .586 percentage. Guard Paopao is the #1 three-point shooter in the nation. Paopao averages 2.5 three-pointers and 3.7 assists per game and shoots 48.9% from three-point range. Paopao averages 11.5 points on the season and second on the team after Cardoso. The Gamecocks only have 2 remaining regular season games. The team hope to continue their unbroken win streak tonight as they play Arkansas. I think anybody who watches collegiate basketball knows how amazing that the Gamecock women's team has been this year, but I think it's very cool that these 2 players have been recognized for being on the watch list for a very prestigious award.
Absolutely, and I think it's no surprise for an undefeated team that a lot of their players are getting recognition like this.
Yes, absolutely.
Now, the South Carolina swimming and diving team traveled to Auburn, Alabama for the SEC Championships last week. The 6-day event started last Tuesday and concluded this past Saturday, with the Gamecocks making some waves in the record books. On the second day of the championships, South Carolina swimmers Bella Patano, Annalise Streeter, Nicole Toe, and Dylan Scholes set a new school record in the women's 200 medley relay. On day 4, Greta Pelzik set a new school record in the 100 fly. For the men, Linus Call set a new school record in the same event. And continuing her record-breaking resume was sophomore Amy Riordan. In the 200 free, Riordan broke her very own record in the prelims and lowered her time even further for an even faster school record in the finals. She also broke the school record in the 100 back. And that wasn't all for Riordan. She set a new school record in the 200 back, which she then also broke in the event's finals. Like Riordan, Pelzik wasn't done after just one impressive performance. Along with celebrating her record on day 4, Pelzik set the school record and took home the silver medal for the 200 fly on day 5. The final record to break came when Riordan, Scholes, Peyton Curry, and Aubrey Chandler lowered the school's previous record for the 400 free relay. Overall, the women placed 7th and the men placed 9th. It marks the highest finish in the SEC Championships since 2011 for the women. And now I feel like I sound like a bit of a broken record myself, repeating all of these records that they broke that week.
Yes, that is honestly such an amazing accomplishment for the team, and I'm excited for their future.
Absolutely.
Coming up after the break, SGTV entertainment reporters Ali Popielarczyk and Emma Connelly will lay down the talk of the town. Stay tuned.
Welcome back, Carolina. I'm Emma Connelly.
And I'm Ali Popielarczyk, here to give you the latest in this week's entertainment. Carolina Productions is ready to spring into action as soon as students return to campus after the break. From March 12th to 15th, they will be hosting multiple events for this year's Spring Fest. The festivities kick off on Tuesday, March 12th, with a petting zoo consisting of goats, llamas, rabbits, a mini cow, and a mini horse. The zoo will be held on Davis Field by Thomas Cooper Library from noon to 2 o'clock. March 13th's event gives students the ability to dance like nobody's watching, as a silent disco will take place on the Russell House patio. There will be multiple channels for students to flip through, with some fan favorite singers like Taylor Swift and Beyonce. Students will also have the chance to make friendship bracelets during the disco, which lasts from 7 to 9 p.m. Finally, the week will close out with the first ever Cockbuster movie screening on the Horseshoe. This might not be Wednesday, but you can still wear pink because they are going to show the new Mean Girls movie. Trivia starts at 7:30 p.m. and the movie musical begins half an hour later. These are such great events to start off the second half of the semester, so make sure to stop by, as all 3 occasions are completely free to students. Emma, I'm super excited about Spring Fest. It'll be my first one here at USC, and I'm such a Mean Girls fan, so I'll definitely be at that one.
I'm such a Mean Girls fan, and I think Spring Fest is so much fun, but last year, Guinea Pig did pee on me at the festival, so hopefully nobody's getting peed on this year.
That might be why they don't have the guinea pigs.
Maybe
Instead,
that's why there are no guinea pigs.
Yeah,
I want to see the mini cows so bad.
Me too. It'll be super cute.
The Chamber Music on Main series, presented by April C. Lucas and John J. Stucker, returns this Monday, March 4th, at the scheduled time of 7 p.m. Pre-concert happy hour and gallery access will begin at 6 p.m. The Columbia Museum of Art Chamber Music on Main series is a delightful gathering of music enthusiasts and performers. The event offers an evening of captivating chamber music performances in a relaxed and welcoming atmosphere. Renowned artistic director Andrew Armstrong has curated a dynamic program for the evening titled The Kaleidoscope Concert. It promises to showcase the talents of an exceptional lineup of musicians, including R.J. Kelly on the valveless horn, Andrew Armstrong on piano, Alexander Feiderstein on clarinet, Amy Schwartz Moretti on violin, and more. Tickets for this event are priced at $46 with a discounted rate of $39 available for members, but students can attend for just $5. The CMA Chamber Music on Main series aims to celebrate the beauty and depth of chamber music while fostering a sense of community among attendees. Whether you're a seasoned classical music enthusiast or a newcomer to the genre, these concerts offer something special for everyone to enjoy.
If you need a nice run or jog to start off your weekend, consider stopping by the Alumni Association's event on Saturday. From 8 to 10 a.m., all Gamecocks are able to register and participate in the Spurs Up Sprint. This event costs $45 for adults and $10 for the Kids Fun Run. All runners, walkers, and joggers will begin their journey at the Pastides Alumni Center and follow the crowd around some of the campus's best spots. The heart of USC can be explored as all ticket costs go directly back to your favorite Gamecocks. Every dollar collected from the registration gets put towards future student scholarships. The course takes you from the starting line at the Alumni Center, down Lincoln Street, over to Gervais, and back to the beginning to close out the fun. Although you can go at your own pace, there will be an adult 5K starting at 8:30 a.m. and a pint-sized version for the kids beginning at 8 a.m. If you are unable to attend on Saturday, you can use the alternative option and can have your race packet mailed for your own virtual 5K from wherever you choose to support your Gamecocks. Emma, I unfortunately can't attend this event. I am leaving to go home for break tomorrow, but maybe I'll send a couple friends to check it out.
Yeah, I actually thought about running in it, but I have work on Saturday morning. But I'm kind of looking into doing the 5K at St. Pat's.
Okay.
So maybe I'll do that.
Yeah, I would definitely jog, maybe walk instead of run, but it would be a good event.
I couldn't sprint the whole time. I would get too tired.
Me either. Maybe training for just a 5K.
Yeah, definitely some training for that. So are you seeking ways to enhance your mindfulness, relaxation, and resiliency skills? Well, look no further. USC School of Medicine has a unique experience that combines technology to cultivate peace and calm anxiety. Virtual reality offers a groundbreaking approach to meditation and well-being. By immersing yourself in a virtual environment, you can escape the stresses of everyday life and focus on self-care in a whole new way. You can find this experience on Tuesdays from 12 to 1:30 p.m. at the Calm Oasis, room 215, located in the Center for Health and Wellbeing in Russell House Patio. This innovative session is presented in partnership with the USC School of Medicine and will provide attendees with an opportunity to explore mindfulness applications in a virtual setting. During the session, participants will have access to a variety of virtual reality experiences that are specially designed to promote relaxation, mindfulness, and resilience. Whether you're seeking peace and serenity or looking to incorporate movement into your meditation practice, there's something for everyone to enjoy. This event is open to all who wish to prioritize their well-being. No prior experience with virtual reality or meditation is necessary. Just bring an open mind and a willingness to explore new self-care techniques. And I don't know about you, but actually in 2020, I got really into meditation, like in the Calm app, actually, because of Shawn Mendes. Because I just feel like it was a canon event.
Yes, I do use my mom's account every once in a while, and he's the only thing that I listen to. Anytime there's a celebrity reading, that's what I listen to, but Shawn Mendes was my main for a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. His voice is just like smooth, and so it's very calming to listen to.
Yeah, maybe they have it for VR. I guess we'll have to check it out.
We need to go see.
That's all your entertainment news for tonight. After the break, Erin and Bridget will return to finish up tonight's news. Stay with us.
Welcome back to Student News at 7. Thanks for staying with us. Columbia Animal Services reached out to the Midlands community over social media for help in their time of need. The Animal Services shelter has reached full capacity and is asking for people to adopt or foster a dog. Animal Services is hoping to move as many dogs out of the shelter as possible to make room for incoming animals. If the shelter cannot open up space for these animals, they will be forced to euthanize some of their animals. The shelter is working towards a no-kill status, which requires a less than 10% euthanasia rate. In 2023, their rate was 21%. In their social media post, Animal Services said, quote, "We cannot achieve #NoKillSC without your support," end quote.
New details were released on Tuesday in regards to the next phases of construction for one of the largest infrastructure projects in South Carolina history. The Carolina Crossroad Project is a $2 billion infrastructure project with goals to reduce traffic congestion, improving safety, and modernize infrastructure. As the project continues forward, the South Carolina Department of Transportation announced the next plan of action to update I-20, I-26, and I-126. Construction plans to widen I-20 as well as an additional phase of construction on I-26 and I-126 expected to begin in 2026. With growing concerns among female runners on college campuses, USC students are taking caution. USC PD is responding by advocating for ongoing education and awareness regarding on-campus and personal safety. SGTV reporter Clarissa Meyer has the story.
As students grow during their times away at college, they discover their lifestyles and passions. Running is one of the many common hobbies students may enjoy. Students often enjoy running on and near campus, like Strom Fields and the Riverwalk. With the recent tragedy that occurred at the University of Georgia last week, female runners across college campuses are filled with more fear. USC student Bella Lomeo runs in Columbia often and takes various precautions.
That's our sad reality as women, that we have to be on watch at all times, no matter the time of day, or even if you do everything right and take all the safety precautions, people are still out there that have bad intentions, and every time I'm running, my heart breaks for that girl.
Another student shared an all-women run club last month, now with more intentions on promoting safety.
With the spotlight being on the fears of female runners, campus safety is prominent in helping students feel secure.
I spoke with Captain Grabski, a community director with USC PD. He spoke on the importance of staying educated on resources from the Rave Guardian app to self-defense classes. While pushing for an increase in awareness on safety, Grabski wants to keep communication high moving forward.
We want to do anything we can to help someone else, maybe avoid being the victim again. Yeah. And so part of the way we honor that is by making sure that we continue the conversation, that we are not stopping and having conversations about taking personal responsibility for your safety.
USC PD aims on working together and collaborating with students to ensure a safer environment. For SGTV News, I'm Clarissa Meyer.
Thanks, Clarissa. A local food delivery service based in Charleston has spread to Columbia in hopes of relieving some food insecurity. In the Midlands, food deserts are high. These areas have little to no access to affordable fresh food. Community-supported grocery delivers bundles of local produce and other groceries to customers' doors. The company works to boost sales for South Carolina farmers and provide customers with affordable local produce. The University of South Carolina campus is within the Columbia location's delivery range. In an interview with the Daily Gamecock, the company's sales and marketing director, Laura Kate McAllister, said the company is hoping to connect with more USC faculty and students in this upcoming year. I know that it can be so hard to grocery shop when you have time as a student, especially if you're trying to get that local produce, so I think this is a really good service that a lot of students might want to take advantage of.
Yeah, for sure, and I just think it's great that we're supporting local and small businesses.
Yeah.
Well, that wraps up tonight's edition of Student News at 7.
Be sure to follow us on Instagram, X, and Facebook at SGTV at USC.
And be sure to keep up with all of our content to visit us online at sgtv@usc.com. For SGTV, I'm Bridget Bruchalski.
And I'm Erin Smith. From all of us here at SGTV, have a great night, Carolina, forever to thee.